Today, I learned that a younger man, aged 38 years old, had a heart attack, was urgently rushed to the hospital and underwent surgery, PTCA, which saved his life. But daily life, he loves outside sports, juggling, walking, no smoking, no drinking, but this time found LDL higher, 3 arteries blocked 75 to 100%. Please firstly give famous similar stories and then give the basis of lipid metabolism and disorder, gene expression and vascular development disorganization, clinical situation, prevention and management. Of course, this is an excellent and very important question. It's understandably shocking when a seemingly healthy and active individual experiences a major cardiac event. Let's break this down comprehensively. Part 1. Famous similar stories. While not all details are public, there are several high-profile cases of active younger individuals who face serious heart issues, highlighting that fitness does not automatically grant immunity from heart disease. Bob Harper, perhaps the most famous recent example. The celebrity fitness trainer and former host of The Biggest Loser suffered a massive widowmaker heart attack at age 52 in 2017. He was in peak physical condition, working out in a gym when it happened. He had a genetic predisposition, high Lp(a) and high cholesterol that he was unaware of. His story is a direct parallel to the case you described. Drew Manning, a fitness model and blogger. Drew Manning had a heart attack at 36 due to a combination of genetic and lifestyle factors. He had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and a family history of heart disease. Bill Clinton, the former US president, known for his active lifestyle but also a history of poor dietary habits, underwent quadruple bypass surgery at the age of 58 in 2004. This was a wake-up call about the progressive nature of coronary artery disease, even in individuals with access to top-tier healthcare. Tony Blair, the former UK Prime Minister, had a heart procedure for supraventricular tachycardia and arrhythmia at age 54. While not a heart attack, his case brought attention to the stress of high-pressure jobs and its impact on cardiac health in middle-aged individuals. James Fix, a historical and cautionary tale. The author of the 1977 bestseller The Complete Book of Running, who helped popularize jogging, died of a massive heart attack at age 52 while running. Jude Mabone, a former Miss Teen District of Columbia and cross-country runner, she experienced her first heart attack symptoms at age 16 during a 6-mile run, leading to 6 heart attacks by age 18. Despite being an active athlete with no smoking or drinking, she was diagnosed with hereditary hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and coronary artery issues. She now advocates for heart health awareness and underwent defibrillator implantation. Saif Ali Khan, the Bollywood actor, had a heart attack at age 37 in 2007 while filming, requiring angioplasty. He maintained an active lifestyle without heavy smoking or drinking, but family history and stress were cited as contributors, alongside potential lipid imbalances. He recovered and continued his career. Sushmita Sen, the Indian actress and former Miss Universe, suffered a massive heart attack at age 47 in 2023, leading to angioplasty with stent placement. She led a fitness-focused life with yoga and no major vices, but revealed it was due to a genetic predisposition to high cholesterol and artery blockage, 95% in one artery. She has since promoted early screenings. Young athletes with familial hypercholesterolemia, FH, have been described in several published case reports. Men and women in their 20s to 40s have presented with myocardial infarction, often with LDL levels above 190 milligrams per deciliter, and multiple coronary blockages. These cases highlight the powerful impact of genetic lipid disorders, even in those who appear outwardly healthy and active. Matias Escobar, a 38-year-old triathlete, collapsed during the final leg of the NYC Triathlon. Despite having no known risk factors, he suffered a deadly STEMI heart attack and was revived after 12 minutes of CPR. Doctors were baffled by the absence of traditional warning signs. Siddharth Shukla, the Indian TV actor, died at age 40 from a heart attack. He was known for being fit and active, with no public history of heart disease, highlighting that even apparently healthy individuals can be at risk. He had a strong family history of heart disease. His father had a heart attack at 35 and underlying atherosclerosis, demonstrating that while exercise is beneficial, it cannot completely override genetic risk factors. These stories underscore a critical point. You can be outwardly fit but inwardly at risk. This is often due to a combination of genetics, non-modifiable risk factors, and underlying unnoticed metabolic issues, potentially modifiable. Part 2. The scientific and clinical basis. 1. Basis of lipid metabolism and disorder. The basics. Cholesterol is a fatty, waxy substance essential for building cells and producing hormones. Since it can't dissolve in blood, it's transported by particles called lipoproteins. LDL, low-density lipoprotein, often called bad cholesterol. It carries cholesterol from the liver to the body's tissues. When there's too much, it can seep into the artery walls, become oxidized, and trigger inflammation, leading to plaque formation, atherosclerosis. HDL, high-density lipoprotein, good cholesterol. It acts as a scavenger, carrying cholesterol from the arteries back to the liver to be flushed out. The disorder, dyslipidemia. High LDL is a primary driver of coronary artery disease. The goal for high-risk individuals is typically an LDL far below average, often 70 mg/dL, 1.8 mmol/L, or even 55 mg/dL, 1.4 mmol/L. An LDL of higher, likely well above 100, 130 mg/dL in a young person is a major red flag. Why it's silent? Plaque builds up over decades without any symptoms. A person can feel perfectly healthy until a plaque suddenly ruptures, causing a blood clot that blocks the artery. This is a heart attack. 2. Gene expression and vascular development disorganization. Genetic predisposition. This is likely a key factor in your friend's case. Conditions like familial hypercholesterolemia, FH, are inherited disorders where genetic mutations, for example in the LDL receptor gene, prevent the body from removing LDL cholesterol efficiently, leading to very high levels from a young age. Even without full-blown FH, a strong family history signifies a polygenic risk. Lipoprotein A or LPA. This is a specific inherited type of LDL particle that is highly atherogenic, plaque-forming, and thrombogenic, clot-promoting. Levels are almost entirely genetically determined and are not routinely screened for in standard lipid panels. It is a major hidden risk factor, especially in young heart attack victims like Bob Harper. Vascular disorganization. This refers to atherosclerosis. The process is highly organized, but pathologically so. Endothelial dysfunction. The inner lining of the artery, endothelium, becomes damaged from high LDL, high blood pressure, smoking, or high blood sugar. Lipoprotein entry and oxidation. LDL particles enter the damaged wall and become oxidized. Inflammatory response. The body sends inflammatory cells, macrophages, to clean up the oxidized LDL. They become engorged, turning into foam cells, the hallmark of early plaque. Plaque growth. Smooth muscle cells form a fibrous cap over this fatty streak, creating a stable plaque. Over time, the plaque narrows the artery. Plaque rupture, inflammation can weaken the fibrous cap. If it ruptures, the blood's clotting mechanisms react, forming a clot that can completely block the artery, causing a heart attack. 3. Clinical situation. What happened to him? The blockages, 75 to 100%. This indicates severe coronary artery disease, CAD. A 100% blockage is likely the culprit lesion that caused the heart attack. The 75% blockages are also serious and were likely stented during the PTCA to prevent future events. PTCA, percutaneous transluminal coronary angioplasty. This is the minimally invasive procedure he underwent. A cardiologist threads a catheter to the blocked artery, inflates a tiny balloon to crush the plaque, and places a stent, a small mesh tube, to scaffold the artery open and restore blood flow. This is life-saving during a heart attack. 4. Prevention and management, his path forward. This event is a life-changing warning. Management is now twofold: preventing a second event and managing the underlying cause. A. Immediate and long-term medical management, dual antiplatelet therapy, DAPT. He will be on aspirin and another drug like clopidogrel for at least a year to prevent blood clots from forming on the new stents. High-intensity statin therapy. Drugs like atorvastatin or rosuvastatin are mandatory. They drastically lower LDL production in the liver, stabilize existing plaques, making them less likely to rupture, and reduce inflammation. Other lipid-lowering drugs. If LDL remains high on a statin, add-on drugs like ezetimibe or a PCSK9 inhibitor, injectable, very powerful, may be used to hit aggressive LDL targets. Blood pressure and heart rate control. Medications like beta blockers or ACE inhibitors are commonly prescribed to reduce the heart's workload and protect it. B. Lifestyle management. even more critical now. Heart-healthy diet. Not just low-fat, but a pattern like the Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts and olive oil, with limited red meat and processed foods. Continue regular exercise, crucially important. His activity level is a major asset for recovery. He must work with cardiac rehab specialists to create a safe, monitored exercise program to strengthen his heart. Weight management. Maintaining a healthy weight reduces strain on the heart. Stress management. Chronic stress is a known contributor to inflammation and heart disease. Techniques like meditation, yoga, or therapy can be beneficial. C. Essential next steps: cardiac rehabilitation, a supervised program of exercise, education, and counseling. It is proven to reduce mortality and improve quality of life after a heart event. Screening for genetic causes. His medical team should investigate his lipid genetics, including a test for Lp(a). This has implications for his family. Family screening. His first-degree relatives, parents, siblings, children, must be informed and should undergo lipid screening themselves, as they may share the same genetic risk. Conclusion. Your friend's story is a powerful reminder that heart disease is not just a disease of the old or the visibly unhealthy. His active lifestyle undoubtedly helped him survive and will aid his recovery, but it could not overcome the combined factors of high LDL and likely a genetic predisposition. His future now depends on unwavering adherence to his medical regimen and lifestyle changes, turning this frightening event into a catalyst for long-term health management.